Call it heartland diplomacy. After 27 years, the Chinese government's heir apparent is returning to the American Midwest. Muscatine, Iowa is a town of 23,000 on the Mississippi River that exudes Midwestern charm, where the first parking ticket is a warning and where Mayor Dwayne Hopkins cheerfully hands the key to the city to China's vice president.
I'm anxious to meet him, shake his hand, and to call him friend as well.
Xi Jinping is here for the same reason he came in 1985, to forge an almost perfect pairing between a region that makes far more food than it needs and a growing nation with the world's largest population. The last time Xi came to Muscatine as a provincial official in 1985, he slept in a cramped boy's bedroom surrounded by Star Wars action figures.
So we just treated him like everybody else. And I think maybe that was something special to him. You know, he slept in the kids' room, we ate around the table, and we treated him with respect.
Now he returned with an entourage as the man most likely to lead China in the years ahead. He was greeted with a small protest.
Shame on Xi Jinping! Shame on Xi Jinping! Stop the killing in Tibet! Stop the killing in Tibet!
But this is one of the few places in the U.S. where criticism of China as an economic rival is muted, and it doesn't hurt Xi that he's shown here smiling with American friends. For Sarah Landy, hosting the Chinese leader in her home, there was last-minute cleaning, roses to prepare, personal notes to pass to Vice President Xi, and optimism for the future.
So I hope that we can be an example and we can encourage more exchange and that we can be an example of how our two countries should work together.
Down the Mississippi River, Midwestern manufacturers ship tractors to plow the Chinese soil and seed to grow Chinese crops. A few miles from Sarah Landy's house is Musco Lighting. The company has illuminated Yankee Stadium and the Daytona Speedway. It's also lit up the International Sports Center in Shanghai, where Musco has a factory, one that could find itself busier than ever after visits like this one.
Where there's 1.3 billion people, a growing economy, certainly a lot of infrastructure growth happening there. It's hard to ignore that as an opportunity for the business.
Of course, China ships to the U.S. far more than it buys. The shelves of this store in Muscatine are loaded with items labeled Made in China, like this rubber ducky. From the White House to the Mississippi, Americans are hoping Vice President Xi's brief encounters in the heartland will bring better relations with a longtime rival and, just maybe, a few more Made in America stickers across the Pacific. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Muscatine, Iowa.